This cool ideas. Hey fam, this cool ideas right here, giving you a rare update on a couple of things that I'm thinking about right now. If you're still watching me, I love that. I hope to gain some more followers. Hope you're loving it. Hope you share this right now because I'm gonna start posting more, and I got more content coming your way. That's a shout out to Mr. GG. If you're a fan of him, follow him too. But all I want to say right now is that I see a lot of hate in the media right now for 6ix9ine. Because, yeah, he's snitching. Everybody knows he was snitching like 11 months ago, 12 months, a year ago. We all knew that. We knew that when he got caught. But we see him doing it right now. And we see all these things coming out. We see that his driver's snitching. We see that there was other people involved. We see that maybe it just wasn't him that was watching for the feds. Maybe there was other people involved. And maybe it was all going to come out no matter what. Whether he snitched or not. Whether they hit him with all those RICO charges or not. It was going to come out. So see a lot of people spreading all this hate, saying he won't be welcomed back in the hood, he won't be welcomed back in the rap game. But then you have some big honchos like T.I. He said, yeah, he might be welcomed back in the hood. Why? Because this is not all too unfamiliar. This is not all too unfamiliar behavior for people who, when they're making moves and doing all these things, and they find out that all their boys supposedly are snitching already, setting them up, trying to bang their girl, trying to get their money and extort them. It's not unfamiliar behavior for this to happen because you're going to deal out what you got. You know what? 6ix9ine might not be in this situation if all his Treyway, you know what I mean, all them 9-5 bloods, all them pot, all them blood, brother, blah, blah, that they were shouting, Treyway, all this, all that, if they didn't try to go and gang up on him and extort him and take his money, they might not be in this whole situation. They probably would keep riding that sweet, sweet gravy train that he was providing. Let's not deny it. He had 12 for 12 Billboard hits. Not all #1 hits, but they were on Billboard Hot 100. All of them. Probably breaking top 20. Every single one. From Fifi to Tati to Gummo to Billy to Kuda, to Swervin' with A Boogie. I can't even think about any artist who was hotter than that. And through summer 2018, he was the hot guy. People bumping his songs, booking him at concerts. They were paying him to show up whether or not he did. So let's not doubt that the guy was getting money. They were extorting him. Probably all these guys wouldn't be getting snitched on if they hadn't done that. They would have kept riding the gravy train that Shotty was giving them. But they got greedy. They went behind Shotty's back. They tried to do something else. That's why you have all these people mentioned. But let's be honest. He could come right back. Because who else in the rap game, even though 6ix9ine did snitch, and people consider that a bitch move, although most anybody watching this has probably never even been in a situation where they were facing any jail time, let alone been in front of a judge. And I'll let you know right now, if you want to look up my record, which you can, and you can look up Vista Tower Climber, and you can look up David Gagne, and you can see that I've been in plenty of situations in front of the judge, that it's not the same as people think. When you're looking at numbers, things cross your mind. Not saying that snitching is okay, but when you're looking at big numbers and you have people who have already betrayed you, treated you bad, not been there for you, tried to backstab you, extort you, and hook up with your girl, maybe you do feel a certain way about all them. And maybe you're thinking about this is the way to get them back. And the reason he could go back to the hood, be welcomed back, and still have a rap career is the fact that most anybody who really deals in the game knows that this is behavior that happens all the time. People always act so tough on the streets, but when you're facing big, big numbers, very few people are going to shut up, take a charge, and go down for it. They're going to try and get out. Especially if they have kids. Especially if they have money. And especially if they know that they could have a profitable future. But in the end, that's not what this video is about. It's about the fact that I see all these people on YouTube clout chasing him. Now, trying to clown him, trying to bring up his name, trying to talk about what he's doing, that he's snitching, these prison channels. You know, look at academics. Now he's posting all these videos. Look at Dama's Live. Now he's posting all these videos. Everybody's trying to keep up in the YouTube media right now because it's hot social media. Nobody's talking about anything else right now. Not at all. What's getting the most views? Anything about Tekashi 6ix9ine snitching on people. Everybody's clout chasing. They all want to hate. A couple channels. I'll give it to a couple channels, you know. Shout out to After Prison Show. He said that, yeah, I've gotten a lot of views. Joe said that. Shout out to APS, After Prison Show. He said that he's gotten a lot of views from the Tekashi videos that he's posted. You know, he acknowledges it. Academics, he's his friend, so he's doing it just out of sheer love. You know, Dom is live. He's a genuine news reporter, so you can't really hate him there. Couple other channels may be doing it bogus. 6ix9ine. I think he's reporting news and he's just giving his opinion on it because he's been through so much. You know, shout out to him. Shout out to Death on 6ix9ine. You know, he's not doing anything bogus. He's just reporting his opinion and giving straight facts about what might happen, just like he always has about a lot of artists and a lot of stuff in the media. But you know, there is other channels out there, and you guys know who you are, who I'm mentioning, that are just doing it for all the clout, that are just doing it to try and get views, and that's wrong, because none of y'all cared when he was on the up and up. But you want to promote his downslide. You know, this is a guy who raised up, you know, who before he was rapping, he said he could barely afford to get Pampers for his daughter. And at one point he could buy her anything. You know, now he's facing all this stuff. And yeah, maybe he might get released. But still, you know, he had a kid. He might have done it for better things. Yeah. Maybe you can go fuck those bitches. Of course you're gonna clout chase, but that's what the management wants. That's what they tell you to do. Tell you to act like that. People love that shit. All the young kids, everybody loves that shit. So, think about that. He did what it took to get the money to provide for his family. Yeah, maybe he wasn't with Sarah then, but it doesn't mean that he didn't care. Doesn't mean that she wasn't going to get the money to take care of their child. You know, people divorce. Think about it. Think about this before you go. Everything has a cost. People do everything for a reason. And maybe the cost for them is worth it. But for us, in different situations, it's not. But you won't always be in that situation. So can you really pass judgment? Cool ideas? Just letting you guys have an update. You have a great evening. I'll update more. Peace out, fam. Y'all stay up.